Hey everyone, welcome to round 4 of the BX series here on Supercross 6. We are at Anaheim 2. This is a triple crown race, just like it is in real life. We're trying to replicate that. This is actually the third and final race for the 250s. I usually don't get the 250s recorded and uploaded. If you watch the streams back, you can see all the action on the stream there on Saturday night. So, oh, look at Yamaha just flying in there. He's aggressive this race, man. This is bar banging going on this opening laps. But this is the third and final race of the 250 class, as I was saying. So off to a chaotic start. Me and Boob Unit get tangled up right there. Got to hop back onto the whoops. But yeah, the first two races I can't recall, as I forgot to record them. But this is one lap later as I'm trying to make the move on $1.50. I'm chopping this video up a lot too, so we'll go through this video. It's a little bit longer one this week. I'm going to try to chop up some of the action and short and sweeten it as much as I can. Talk about this race, talk about the riding, and then talk about the real life race as well. Lots to get into with everything. So we moved into third place. Let's go ahead and skip forward just a little bit. Tracking down Yamaha right here. He makes a little mistake. I'm going to jump towards the inside. Ooh, he didn't know I was coming up on him right to the left, but all was good. I didn't go down. He didn't go down. It's good. He's trying to make a pass on me through the whoops. I'm blocking his inside, trying to protect it. I go a little wide there. All good. But coming up right here, boys. Remember I said he was aggressive through those whoops? Just parks him. Let's watch this back in slow mo. Don't give him the inside. Woo! Nah, it's all good. It's a fine pass. It's all good. I was sliding. I couldn't get my traction going. They get going through there, but it's all good. Got to the back of $1.50 there, sticking his hand up at me like, hey, it's getting aggressive these opening laps, man. We're about halfway through this moto. It's a 10-minute moto plus one lap. But watch his inside move. Yamaha jumps off the track. I'm trying to cut through the inside right here. He didn't like that at all. Let's watch this back. Inside right here. Just gave him a little tap. Pushes him out just a little bit. He saves it. He barely goes off the track. He was able to save it. It's alright. It's a little aggressive, I must admit. But he gets, little did he know he was going to get blasted at the corner right after right there by you. So, yeah, a little bit of aggressive pass from me, but if you pay attention to my lines throughout this video and this 250 races and the 450 races, you'll see that's the line I take all the time, but I wasn't trying to make too much contact with him there, but a little aggressive. It is what it is. Moving on. So we're finally down here. Seedless was out front, makes a mistake at the end of whoops, and I believe I gotta make the pass on him for the win here. I need this first place in order to win the overall. So right now, me and him go at it for a good little bit. These next 2 minutes of this race, me and him have a good battle, and so I'm gonna skip past me just following him, and then I'll skip forward to the battle of it, and then we'll kind of discuss like the real life race as well as we're watching this go down. I end up casing the finish line there, so he's able to pull away a little bit, but I'll reel him back in, so I'm gonna skip forward to that here in a second. But man, oh man, the real life A2 event, the Triple Crown. Cooper Webb getting the dub, man. How about that? He didn't even win a race that night. He gets overall, so being consistent is key during that. So good to see Cooper Webb win. That's who I picked for my RM fantasy. RIP to Dean Wilson, who I picked for the wild card for that race. He didn't even qualify for the night show. Gotta remember to check the qualifying overall before I make my picks. Jason Anderson looked really good that night, but had some trouble in that third race and ended up getting docked for going around the whoops. And it wasn't too bad, but he definitely did gain advantage. He definitely accelerated a little bit, and he skipped the entire whoop section. But it is what it is. I kind of knew a penalty was coming to him. Look, I made a move on C. He's able to get right back by me right here. Man, it's a good clean racing right here that me and Silas had here towards the end of this main event. But yeah, what else happened? Jet Lawrence going down. I'm not a big Jet hater, but I'm also not a huge fan of him either. I'm just kind of tired of all the hype and camera action always on him, It's just getting annoying and old. So I'm glad to see he's not just dominating, so it's turned out to be a really good series, and Plessinger hanging on to the red plate. Oh, Seed makes a mistake right there. I go to the inside, that same move I pin on Dala, but Seed saw me coming. But yeah, who else was it? Tomac looked pretty good that last race. He didn't look too good in the other ones, but he looked really good that third main event. But here we are getting the checkers in that race. Once I made that pass on Seed, that was it for the 250 main event. So able to take the win for the 250 class. Now moving on here, we got the 450. This is the first main event, so I got all 3 main events chopped up here for you guys. So we're gonna see all that action. But yeah, going back to Tomac, good to see him get that race win there. So hopefully he keeps getting better and improving, because I want to see all these guys do good, man. I like the series at a really good place right now with all the riders, APs. Like I said, still hanging on to the red play. Man, that start sucked. I got hung up with Hardy right here and put me in the back. The 450 race for me, well, we've won all 3 races. But this 4th race, boys, it was a struggle bus. This Triple Crown, man. What do you say? It's just, all 3 races, you gotta be good. I was good for 2 out of 3 of them, put it that way. So we'll see. I'll let it play out for you boys. But golf to an okay start. Like I said, I got taken out there. Just hooked up on some people. Unfortunate stuff. So we'll see if we can latch on to these guys and make some moves here. I'm watching this back with you guys live right here as well. Making a pass on Seed, getting a nice little clean pass. Like I said, I always try to race. There's a couple of passes like that one on $1.50 was a little aggressive there. But I mean, I always try to race clean for the most part. As you saw me and Seed's battle. And this race right here has an epic battle on the last lap. You know, I can't wait till we get to that point. But we'll let it play out. How about Boob unit up there, or the B5A1 unit? Up there leading a race. I'm able to get a 2 for right here. But I'm just trying to close off this inside to see. Look at that swerve over there, but he's able just to get the whole inside on me. But he ends up making a mistake going to that rhythm section, so I get him right there. Ooh, jumped a little too far in that section. But yeah, guys, this track overall for tonight, this is the 4th track that we've made, and it's a good track as far as replicas go. I thought it was pretty good. We had to make some changes last minute. Let's fast forward this real quick here. So this is 2 laps to the end. So the battles, but I cased this triple here, and I don't know, man, it just goes down. So I was out front just bringing in the win, and then ends up casing that triple and going down, and here's the final lap. But yeah, this as far as this track goes, we had to make some changes last minute there. Yamaha had to create this track this week, but it's really good changes. I feel like it resembled the track pretty good. So yeah, man, stellar track. Like I said, you can look this track up online if you're on PlayStation, and you can try it out yourself. I need BX Anaheim 2, probably, I think is what it's called. So, but yeah, we're here on this final lap. I'm tripling to the inside right here. I make the move on Seedless. I kind of go wide. He cuts underneath, and I'm hopping through the whoops, man. The jump line's not working. So, final lap here, and I got Yamaha right behind me. So this ain't over, boys. He's right here in front of me, and you know it's checkers or records, but I'm gonna try to be as nice as I can. Square this corner up. Try to get through try to stay low through these rhythms, and you know, time it well. I'm making a move. Nice little clean block pass. Didn't slam over the burb. He has a chance to get back at me right here, and I know that. So I'm trying to cut over here. He cuts over just a little bit too hard, and I'm able to tuck underneath him. But that was a really good race right there. That's the kind of racing we like to see, and that's why I still play this game here, just for that kind of type of racing. But a good race there with me and Seedless and Yamaha right there behind us. Moto 2 right here for the 450s. Look at Deed, Maggie busting one, getting a good jump right there, but slows down a lot. I ran to the back on the C, sneaks up in there, and I ended up jumping off the track. That's a bummer there. Dead last. So my starts on the 450s back to back haven't been good. So, and this is the 2nd race where I told you the second one's really bad, and so I just couldn't keep it off the ground, man. I just kept making mistakes. Just like Jet Lawrence, keeps making mistakes every week. So, but yeah, hey, what else happened in the 450 race? Webb gets the dub. Good to see that. Tomac took home 2nd. Pleshner got the 3rd with the penalties to Anderson for speeding by the whoops. Yeah, that's about it right there. Triple Crown action. The 250s was pretty good racing, man. Levi Kitchen gets the win, back-to-back years, I believe, right? He won Anaheim 2 Triple Crown last year, so good. Congrats to Levi Kitchen on that Monster Energy Cowie Pro Circuit. RJ, God, you got to feel for him. He ends up going down again, but he had a issue with the flat tire, which is crazy to me how he rode that thing out. Just bad luck for the guy, man. If it's not him crashing out, you know, or just crashing, stupid, silly mistakes, it's just unfortunate bike problems and stuff. So I got to feel for him, but I think he'll bounce back. He's still in it for the championship, so they get this week off. So I still like RJ for the championship over there. He's still definitely got to be the favorite. But it was some good racing. You know, Levi out there, RJ, Shimoda looked a little bit better. He's got to get together too. Speaking of somebody crashing, why he's hit the ground like every race, I feel like. So, but yeah, the Triple Crown. It was a dry racetrack, so it was nice to watch that. It was an odd-looking racetrack too. It was real hard packed some areas too, and a little ruddy. The track was breaking down a lot, but we've had one dry race. We've had 2 muddy races. You know, one was a lot muddier than the other one, and then you have this dry race. But this dry race was a Triple Crown, so it wasn't like a normal dry Supercross. So how much can you take away from it? Look at $1.50 right there, messing up in that same section that I got him at. And you know, yelling at me for. I think he was probably going off the track anyways in that 250 race. Really, who knows? Who even knows? But oh yeah, I feel like every time I got around dialing this motor right here, I just kept crashing or just kept making mistakes, and he would just get by me. Look at that, and just got stuck going wide right there, and Yamaha sneaks up there too. But yeah, guys, I feel like everybody's trying to judge the racers off the tracks, and we've really had 4 different type of races in 4 different rounds. They've had 4 different winners, but we also had 4 different types of races. We had like a regular Supercross, right? Anaheim 1 was probably like a regular Supercross. $1.50, yeah, oof. Not giving no slack right here. We've had try to get him back right here. Just a little nice friendly block passing going back and forth. Nothing wrong with it. So Anaheim 1, look at that. Get by him, make a mistake. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip forward here and see if I can't catch back up with them. What happens for this time? So yeah, this is later on in the race. It's winding down, and these races. This is the second race, so this was a short race, like 5 minutes plus a lap. So you gotta remember, we do a Triple Crown just like that. I think we do the way we do it though. We do 2 5s and 1 10, so it's not exactly the same as in real life, but that's the way that we do the Triple Crowns over here. And here I am. We fast forward here towards the final lap. I get in second place, and look at this, man. Spin around, bike goes in neutral. I drive forward to hit the flagger, so I reset, and I go from 2nd to 4th place. I was still pushing for C-list for that win, but and then here it is towards the end of that lap. I just couldn't get close enough to dollar to make the move. Threw it away on our last lap, man. Still pushing for C. It's a bad race for me. Move on. Try to move on for this one. After this race, I'm like, well, the overall is pretty much over for me. That's what I felt like. So here we are in the 3rd and final race. But going back to the 4 different winners in real life, you had Anaheim 1, which was a regular Supercross race, right? Dry. You had San Francisco, that was absolute mudder, just a crazy mud race. Then you have San Diego, that was a mud race, but wasn't as bad as San Francisco. It wasn't too bad, really. It was a raceable track. So it was like in between a mud race and a dry track. We'll put it at that. And then you have this 4th race here at Anaheim 2. And yeah, it's a dry racetrack, but it's a Triple Crown. It's not your normal Supercross type of race. So come Detroit's in the stadium, obviously, so Detroit's going to be your next regular Supercross race, if you will. So we'll see where everybody's at come that race. I feel like, I mean, everybody's got a lot of confidence. 4 different winners and 4 different races and whatnot, but we've had 4 different types of races in this series, which is crazy to think of. You know, having 4 winners at the beginning of this Supercross series is pretty cool in itself, but we've had 4 different types of races, different types of tracks to deal with. So really cool series so far in real life going on. This race right here, man, we're in 3rd. got past, you know, Harney and Maggie back there. Sealess is following with me. And let's go ahead and see what we can do. Catch up to $1.50 for that second place spot. I actually get around Dollar, and I end up crashing right there. So he gets by me, and C gets by me. Just can't catch a break, man. Just rough night for me. Sneak up the inside of the seed, and I end up holding him off right there. So lock down at third place. So now we can work forward towards Dollar. Fast forward this next lap right here. I inch up a little bit close to him. Look at him. He does kind of the same thing I did, but he gets reset a lot faster than I did. I think he ended up hitting the flagger on the downside of it to where I didn't. So, but we're in second place. 5 minutes to go. I'm going to try to pit on the charge to catch Yamaha up front. I'm trying to do everything I can to try to salvage this race. Even though it's a long shot for me getting fourth place that last moto. But I'll skip forward here towards the final lap. 5 minutes, man. I made some ground up on Yamaha, but he rode a good race. He rode a really solid last race here and clinched the win. He ends up winning the overall with his victory here, so he had a fast lap time too. So he was on it. He was focused, dialed in. Couldn't break him, man. Playing mind games and everything. Just couldn't break him. But that's it for the Triple Crown race, man. Hopefully y'all didn't get bored of me blabbing off. Try to mix the real life racing in with this racing. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, like this video, man. Comment down below. Let me know what else you guys want to see. Appreciate you if you're sticking around, still watching this video 16 minutes later. Thank you. Hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And until next time, boys, take it easy.